Hey there, gamers all around. Welcome, welcome. Here we are, getting into 60 Seconds Reatomize. The reanimatized. It's 60 seconds. That's all I'm gonna say. Come on, move faster. I can't. Oh god. Soup, the axe, shelter. We're gonna, what's this? I need my daughter. There you go, all my family members inside. I need water. I don't have enough time. Here's checkerboards, something for us to do. No, I don't have water. Okay. I don't have water. I'm just staying right here. Sorry, I survived. Okay, I'm going down. I don't have water. I don't have water. I don't have water. I don't have a map. I don't have a weapon. I don't have, I don't have a lot of soup. That was not a good run through. I do not feel confident about that. I had some water. I got a med kit that was there before. I got a weapon. I've got like the bug spray. Okay. So there's some items in here that I didn't grab that's in here, so that I got some things. I don't have a map, and I don't have a radio. Okay, great. All of us made it into their shelters just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it down. We can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup that's healthy for you. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves are already stocked. We can't really say we recall putting all the supplies here, but we're definitely going to put them to good use. That's the bug spray, the med kit, and the weapon, like I said before. Our shelters are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We will have to ration it strictly. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Okay. Could do better with a lot more. Let me go ahead and set a timer. So that way I remember when to stop playing. Probably should have recorded, like, put the timer for less than 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Alright. Okay, ration supplies. Everybody's okay. We're a regular family, so we had to occasionally argue, or we had the occasional argument or two. But it was never as intense as the fight we just got into. No one wants to speak to each other. Let's hope this won't last too long. Okay. At least I got all the family members. I'm doing better. Doing slightly better about keeping all family members. You know, getting all the family members. I got ammo, so that's good. I got the ammo. I got the soup. I got at least one can of soup. Let's be honest here. And then I got flashlight. I got the harmonica. I got the checkerboard. And then I got the axe. That's pretty much all I got. It's still not good. Still need to practice on collecting things. Dolores is calm. Mary Jane says she's fine, doesn't need anything. I'm not gonna read much of this. I mean, this requires lots of reading. I'm not expedition for tomorrow, sure. Even though we don't have a radio, we can't check up on anything. We had the most curious visitor today. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse, using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup, only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. Well, I don't have a map. Still need to practice playing this game to get better at this game, if that makes sense. Although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down the shrubberies. Absolutely crazy. Oh, don't for your drops of water. Water. Fine. Water for everybody. I don't have lots of water. Some of us already are keener to go outside than others. Either way, it's time to choose the most able and responsible person for the quest to gather more supplies. It's gonna be you. You're gonna take the gas mask because I'm pretty sure the radiation's still bad out there. I'm gonna like skim read most of these because like this is a reading game. I don't like reading games. I like the like animation and like the collecting the supplies part, and then the trying to survive, and then the other events that happen at the end of the day, end of every day. But that's still reading. It's mostly reading. Okay. Guess what? We already got ourselves our very own Fallout garden. We got a bunch of mushrooms growing on one of the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. How about that? Should we prepare a mushroom feast today? You're gonna get poisoned. You don't have a grill to cook the mushrooms. What if I say yes? Just for the fun of it. What happens if I say yes? Will I end up dying out because I said yes? Yeah, well, little Timmy got sick. That's what I was expecting for that to happen. I wasn't really expecting that to happen. I was thinking in my head, oh, you're gonna get poisoned, but getting sick is just as the same. We learned something today. Tomato soup is our best friend, and mushrooms aren't. Yuck. Okay, I thought that. Wait, what? When is Dolores? Dolores came down with a sickness. What? What? Two and one? Okay. And we only got one med kit, not two. We can't get two med kits. We can only have one med kit. Okay. Well, Dolores, you get the first aid kit. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall's bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? You can try. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. What was that? Did someone die? Something died. We looked into the hole, fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts. But nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. How is a dead rat trying to break into a can of tomato soup? He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it, and we gave the rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. Okay. Okay, so everyone's pretty much hungry and thirsty. You'd think that if you'd eat soup, you'd also satisfy your thirst. Whatever. 60 seconds. Our animation is missing. There's no way it was stolen, so it has to be here somewhere. We need to find it. I know I packed animation. No one should have ran out with it. I know I didn't ask Mary Jane to run out with it. Okay, there it is. While looking through some papers scattered under one of the old crates, we came across a map. It looks useful. Nice. Found it. The animation clip was covered by a can. Too bad it was empty, but at least we have our bullets back. Okay. So we got ammo. We got a map too. So that's good. We just need a radio. Looking very pale. No longer thirsty. No longer hungry. No, not thirsty, not hungry, no longer thirsty, no longer hungry. Okay. I don't have a med kit, sorry buddy. Knock knock! This sound always surprises and confuses us. It could mean anything, good or bad. But we're always curious. Should we open the door? I'm gonna say no. Thought that was Mary Jane coming back. Okay. The banging stopped after a while, and whoever was behind the door left. We have no idea who it was. Will we ever find out? Okay. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. Haha. Isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. Timmy is still quite sickly. Well, I don't have a med kit for you. Sorry. Today, during breakfast, we were startled when our map slid off the wall. We checked the nails holding it, but they were all firmly in place. It could be a poltergeist? I mean, ghost? Maybe we need to perform an exorcism to get rid of it. Anyway, in the wall behind the map, we discovered some sort of safe. We're curious as to what treasure might be inside. Should we open it? Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes, because it might be a radio. Did it call it? No, it's not a radio. That sound sounds just like a radio, like static, and I think that's the whole point of that sound, but it's not a radio. But we got a lock, okay. We're not sure how or why the map just decided to slide off the wall, but we're lucky that it happened. Inside the dusty safe, we found some supplies. We found a lock, that's all that we found. Don't do anything about Timmy's cigarette tonight. We can't work. Give Timmy something to drink. Ted doesn't drink anything. Won't last anything. We need some water for Dolores. Again, everyone needs water, but I only have so much water. Dolores, you drink water. Okay. We need medical supplies, and what we have is a bad joke. Time to do something about it. The bug spray is just standing there. Why don't we use it to make drugs? This is an amazing idea. Yes, you can use the bug spray to make a medkit. In this game, at least. Oh, Mary Jane, you're back. What did you do find? Oh, you broke my my gas mask. Thanks. Oh, you found a radio. Okay. And some water, I do believe. What do you know? Combining American innovation and deadly bug spray can result in just enough drugs to replenish an empty first aid kit. We'll worry about the side effects later. Okay. We had to test our drugs on someone, obviously. The adult had to be the lab rats for science. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the service. We never liked people who boarded long-distance buses with baggage full of food, especially the kind that smelled bad. But in our current situation, we will be more than happy to find suitcases filled with canned soup or even some smelly cheese. Our local authority team, or athletics teams, was preparing to depart for a championship taking place somewhere in the boondocks. Their bus was full of refreshing water and spare shoes. Unfortunately, none of them were a match for us, so we took all the water bottles. I'm speed reading this as I've read this before. Okay, we found a radio and it was playing this great song by this one great guy. What a wonderful find! And we found a radio. Great. So, we're good. Gas mask was damaged during the expedition. Last expedition got us thinking maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burned out if they are. But if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps maybe we could find or build a vehicle of our own. We'd better keep an eye out for those in our future expeditions. Timmy is still sick. Timmy is in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Ted looks like he's got 1 foot in the grave. He needs to drink water. Mary Jane's quite hungry. Mary Jane is really tired. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Dolores got ill. Really? Really? Okay. Fine, I'll send Ted out on a trip to go find another gas mask or another med kit. This is insane. We keep finding spiders everywhere. They're in our soup. They're in our water. We swear some of them keep coming back, and they are bigger every time we see them. It can't go on like this. It's time to wage war on those spiders, but I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I really don't. I don't have anything. No! Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay. We decided we could get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, or and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Fortunately, we underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. During our vicious fights with dozens of spiders, one got lucky and bit Mary Jane. It didn't seem serious, but when we got up this morning, she was different. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Dolores' health has not improved. Dolores would really love to eat something. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Ted is hungry. How does that work if you're eating nothing but soup? That's the one thing I'm questioning in this game, and I'm going to continue to question this game. Is my sin for this game? Sin. Not sponsored at all. Timmy is cured. Timmy is no longer thirsty. Timmy should eat something. Okay. So you're just hungry. Hungry. Sick and hungry. Okay, you're hungry. Okay. I got lots of soup. Okay, I'm taking that back, but whatever. Ted, you're going outside, and, okay, you're just going. Don't take anything. Okay. And... great. Okay. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb drop, yet here we are. We can clearly hear a phone ringing outside. It must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should someone go and answer it? Yes, Dolores, go answer that. I probably shouldn't have sent her out. She's sick. Okay. I sent her out because she was the eldest. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear gasps of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from the nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the caller was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they can get back to us. Oh my god. I don't have a med kit. I love how like Mary Jane is like fine. Like she just got the radiation, but she's fine. I've also heard like when she becomes like this, she becomes like a pretty big beast. Okay, like I mean like fight-wise, she becomes a beast. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble. If that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave shoulders will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Yeah, use radio. Just don't break the radio. Okay, good. You didn't break the radio. Good news, the government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asks everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. Mary Jane just gets hungry. Okay. I don't have a med kit, sorry. Hear that? Sounds like a herd of animals are stampeding just above our heads across what used to be our beautiful lawn. They're not getting away with that. It must be a perfect opportunity to get some fresh food. Who should go hunting? Mary Jane, because she's a beast. I didn't risk it. I didn't risk it. Okay, so she's still alive. That's good. We found the herd, and we're able to bring down something that looked like a two-headed donkey that was carrying a package of sorts. Before we could get to it, a giant bird of prey swooped down, grabbed the carcass, and flew away. All that remained were a few cans of soup that fell out of the donkey's pack. Plus 3 cans of soup. That's awesome. Has to drink sometime. We'll allow something to eat. Very hungry. Okay. So hungry. Really hope Ted comes back with water. One thing you don't expect is a band of people all dressed in green shouting up at your doorstep and claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? They might provide some quality entertainment. And I say no. And I say no. I'm just gonna say no. Ted, you're back! What did you bring? Nothing. You didn't bring anything. I was really hoping that you bring back like a med kit of some sort, the new gas mask, something. But you brought nothing. I don't see anything new. You took all of our water. How dare you? We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Ted has returned safely from his voyage to the surface. Some additional supplies would help a great deal, but we didn't get any from this expedition. Really? Okay. Thirsty, sick, hungry, and tired. Mary Jane, you're going to the surface. Wasteland's full of surprises like this man on the other side of the door knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for decent animation. Should we trade? What happens if I do give him animation? Like, ammo. What happens if I do? All I see is soup. Okay. Our visitor is happy to get some ammo in return. He offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something's always better than nothing. Okay. You're hungry, tired, and thirsty, even though you just ate. Okay. You're sick. You're fine. You're fine. Find us some water. Mary Jane. Find us some water. Like. Fresh toxic air. We don't have a way to defend ourselves. I just realized that. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, if I die, I die. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she is back soon. Okay, cool. Fine. Sick and thirsty. Tired. fine. Drink the last thing of water. Actually, don't. There's nothing more annoying than silence, and that's all we're getting from our radio. No music, no talking, no nothing. Is there anything we can do with the radio to make it work again? We sure know staring at it won't help. Sure. I don't want to do it because I don't want to break the radio. So I'm not going to do it. I don't want to break the radio. I used the radio too many times in 60 seconds. The radio breaks easily in 60 seconds, and I don't want to use it too many times because it breaks easily. Sure, they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be fine. Okay. Tired, sick, dehydrated, hungry. Really? Thirsty. Okay. Fine. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If only we had a chance to tune into some emergency radio broadcast to learn a thing or two. Yeah, that's what I got a radio for. Just don't break the radio. Okay, it didn't break the radio. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside is mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Cool. Give him water. Okay, I can't give him water. I can give him food. If you're eating soup, you should be able to satisfy your thirst too, but that's 60 seconds. And I don't want to sound like a broken record saying like, oh, if you eat soup, you should be able to thirst, like quench your thirst. That I'm gonna keep doing that until I play something else. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind our doors, and we peeked out. In the morning, we saw a leather suitcase. It has no address or name on it. We're pretty sure it's meant for us. Should we open it? Yes! Open it! Innocent-looking bottle. Oh, it was an innocent-looking bottle of water, so we took a sip. We thought it was. We got lucky, but it was all a lie. Either that water was irritated, or it was some kind of biological weapon. It made us all feel very sick. Really, everybody's sick. I don't have water. Timmy has been sitting there just staring into space. Is something wrong? Maybe we should get a little chat with him. Yeah, talk to him. Oh, Timmy ran away. Even a word or two may be enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. Lack of water drove Timmy insane. He opened the shelter door and ran away without looking back. Is not likely to return. Okay, so he ran away. Because of lack of water. Dehydrated, fatigue, sick and thirsty. I can't give you guys water. You got soup. You should be able to quench your thirst. A young man knocked on our door. This just means that I should stop playing this game. Fine, last day. Sorry. The young man knocked on our door today asking for help, and he said he has been watching us for